That is fair. Yeah, with that out the way, NFL wide receiver rankings. So what we're gonna do for this one is, hey, we all got a list. We all made a list before being on here for this
Yeah,
episode,
I can prepare.
and on that said list, we got our top 20 wide receivers. So with that out the way, who wants to go first?
Um, Matt, you want to go?
Yeah, I'll start. My 20 is he scrapped onto this list. I felt like I had to put him on. My 20 is DeAndre Hopkins.
Damn.
My 20 is
Damn,
DeAndre Hopkins.
that's really sad that Braz at this point. Um, my 20 is Brandon Ayuk.
Okay, he was on my short list. He was on my honorable mentions.
Really?
Mm-hmm.
He didn't make your
Damn.
20 after the year he had.
I had to put D Hop above him. I just felt
Okay.
like I need to see one more good year because D Hop's done it the last 8 years and had one bad year. Ayuk's had one good year and has had how many bad years before where we were expecting him to break out.
That's fair.
So they're respecting me how to give it a D Hop. Also because this is probably D Hop's last year on this list.
That's fair.
Okay. And for my 20th wide receiver, it is Mike Williams.
Ooh,
He
Mike
didn't make my
Williams is
list.
also on the short list.
He didn't make my
He,
list. He didn't even make my short list.
that's completely
He was a
fair.
low name on the short list. I can't lie.
I don't like his game.
His
No
game,
route running.
his game, all right.
No speed. Brudge is bigger than everybody. That's
Yeah,
his
so is
game.
another dude on my list.
I don't think I have anybody.
But he
on
got
there.
speed. He got a lot of speed. I can't lie. 19, DJ Moore.
I don't know.
19, DJ Moore.
Okay.
Very good year last year. He obviously had some very good battles and won some battles against some top corners, especially like against Pastor Tan. But similar to what I said about Ayuk, I just need to see a little bit more.
I okay. When we get to more DJ Moore talk, we'll speak about him. But he's higher up on my list than 19. At 19, I have Ayuk's counterpart, Debo Samuel.
Oh, I have Dibo Samuel.
Oh.
I love Debo's game. I loved what he did last year, and last year he was actually in my top 10, maybe even in my top 5. But the year that he had this year was piss poor, and it wasn't even from an injury standpoint. It was just from actually him playing the game. He didn't look the same at all. The route running wasn't there. The yards at the catch wasn't there. He just felt like kind of just like a player that was just in San Francisco. He kind of just felt like an afterthought.
Yeah, I agree with you as well. He did take a back seat in that Niners offense compared to guys like Ayuk, of course, Kittle, and McCaffrey when they traded for him in the middle of the season. I just think that Debo, you know, that whole season he was just a secondary piece. But with the guy's caliber and what he did during the 2021 season, being on that slave shift, being a running back and a wide receiver at the same time, that's not the type of player he is. So I'm expecting more out of him this upcoming season.
I'm expecting a bigger year out of Debo for sure.
Yeah, I think you hit it on the head. They just use him as like, it's tough because this is wide receiver rankings and they use him frequently now. Like kind of like Debo said, that slavery role, that utility role where he's in the backfield, he's
That felt
returning
so
punts,
wrong
he's
having
returning
him.
kicks.
It's so bad. I'm not like, well, for better words, it was that Debo was carrying that offense at certain points
Yeah.
that season.
Yeah.
I'm gonna say it like that.
Debo, who's your 19?
Uh, like Danny said, Samuel in 19
Oh, you
for
both
me.
had Debo. Okay.
Oh, look at us. Look at
So cute.
us.
So cute.
Yeah,
I'll
we know
move
we
on
know
then.
we know how to evaluate the wide receiver position.
Moving
Oh,
on
I'm
then.
We'll say
sure
that.
we do, pal. I'm sure
We'll
we
say
do.
that.
I
We'll
think
say
you guys are
that.
going to think I have this dude too low, but give me Mike Evans at 18.
Wow.
Mike
Damn.
Evans at 18.
I don't think
At
that's too low.
18?
I don't think that's too low. I don't have him there. I have him a little higher, but
Yeah,
my
me
18
too.
is Calvin Ridley.
Oh, he was. I just haven't. I didn't see any of them last year, obviously, so I couldn't put him on my
I go
list.
off of talent. I go off of what I know. He is a
Michael Thomas would have been on my list if we were going off of talent, but he didn't.
Hell
pick me.
nah.
You know,
Yeah, no
why
talent.
not offer talent when he's
What
completely
talent? What
healthy?
talent does
He's
Michael Thomas like legitimately have? I never
route
saw
running
the.
in
No,
hands.
I
No,
I
Michael
never
Thomas
saw the
when he
hype.
plays is elite.
No, he's not.
Yes, he
I
is.
never saw the hype in Michael Thomas. I'm not even saying this is like a revisionist or whatever. I never liked Michael Thomas's game. I wasn't one who would clown him for saying he's running slant routes, but I never saw his game as being this elite, otherworldly receiver.
No, that one year where he broke the receptions record,
It was cool. I didn't see
Oh,
him
he
it was
his
again.
first
OP.
4 years,
It was OP.
he was a certified he was a certified top 5 receiver in the league.
Look, the year that he broke the record, I had him on my fantasy team. It was nice. I still didn't like his game.
I don't
It
know
was
about
nice. I
that.
had him on my fantasy.
Bro,
I
he
don't
was
know
really
about
good on my
that.
fantasy
Danny,
team
who's
that
your
year.
18?
One of the best route runners in one of the catchers of the football in the league by far, bro. I don't see how you cannot like him during his peak.
You don't do
That's
enough for me,
crazy.
bro. You don't do enough for me.
Continue, yeah, continue though. Continue.
Who's your 18, Dibo?
Who's your 18?
My 18, DK Metcalf.
No, really.
It's fair.
I had him quite a bit higher.
Me as well. But it's fair.
Danny, I didn't hear who was your 18.
Calvin Ridley.
Oh, you did. You definitely said that. I'm sorry.
Yeah.
All right, but okay, wait for
Why do
Danny.
you have DK so low?
Why got DK so low?
Yeah.
I just feel like the players I have above my list, they're way better at being a more complete wide receiver when it comes to route running, especially because
Yeah.
DK,
Sure.
he's not the best route runner, and yards after the catch, other aspects of the whole spectrum as a wide receiver. So that's why I have DK this low. But at the same time, he's a very good wide receiver. I mean, for these types of lists, especially in this position, like there's too many good wide receivers in this league, especially every wide receiver that's coming out over the past few years in like high draft positions. So you're gonna have takes like these. It's just a given.
Yeah. My 17, a guy that's already been mentioned by both of you, Dibo Samuel. Don't think we need to talk about him.
Yeah. Mine is DJ Moore.
Okay.
Wow.
I love his game, but the other guys just produce more, even with less QB talent.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. I think that's fair. Dibo, you're 17?
At 17, I have Brandon Ayuk.
Okay.
Cool.
Okay. Good pick. Moving on, 16. Chris Olave.
He didn't make my list.
Wow, really? Okay.
He didn't make my list, and I like Olave. He just didn't make my list. I think the
Was
other
he on the
guys.
short list at least?
He was on my honorable mentions. Yes.
Okay. I'll take it.
But he didn't make my list. No, I think that he will be after he carries Derek Carr. Excuse me.
Yeah, you really don't like Derek Carr. You really don't.
Nope, never have. But I think that he'll be on this list sooner or later.
Yeah. I thought what he did last year as a rookie with whatever quarterback they threw out there with him, I thought was really impressive. I felt like he had to get on the list.
That's fair. My 16, I don't know if this is a shocker or whatever to anybody, but it's T. Higgins.
Okay. He'll be making an appearance in one shortly, so good pick.
Word.
I'm a fan. Dibo?
With my 16th pick, I'm gonna go with DJ Moore.
Bro, sound like he doing the list on air.
I'm just looking. I'm just reading it right now. I'm just trying to add the
Not read or
suspense
something.
in.
Why did it take?
No,
so long?
I'm just trying to add the suspense in. Just trying
Okay.
to
Suspension, bro. It's 16.
Bro, don't tell me what to do, bro. Don't tell me what to do.
You know, Dibo don't take that kind
Suspension isn't even the word, dumbass. Suspension is when you get suspended.
Suspense. I meant suspense.
God damn, bro.
I meant suspense.
God.
Yo, bro, chill out.
English major right here, y'all. That's an English major right
Suspense. Hey, Hey, at least I didn't go out like Colin Cowherd with this type of stuff, man. I didn't
Hey,
make a worse.
yo.
I didn't make a
Hey,
worse mistake
yo.
than Colin Cowherd. So hey, cut me some
Antonio Brown is
slack.
my 15th.
My
I,
15.
I,
Oh my god.
hey,
My 15 is T Higgins. T Higgins.
Wonderful. Glad we're on the same wavelength, Matthew.
Absolutely.
My 15th, Mike Evans.
Okay. Okay.
Just a respect thing. Just a
Yeah.
respect thing.
Yeah. Consistently 1,000-yard wide receiver.
Yeah, pray for him. If y'all been
Always,
seeing,
always a
if you've
threat
been
in the red.
seeing them Baker Mayfield, Kyle Trask videos in practice, pray for Mike Evans and Chris Godwin, y'all.
7 interceptions in a day, Baker Mayfield.
Yeah.
we can't really evaluate off of training camp.
Oh
You
yeah.
can't
Yeah,
evaluate off
let's
of
not
training camp
evaluate how a
reps.
player looks in practice. Yeah, let's just not
I
do
mean,
that.
bro, okay, like it's not the end all be all. I'd rather see preseason reps because they're actually in game mode. They're in full pads, full tackling going on. So I'd evaluate that more.
We'll
But
see
it's
how
still not
I think
looking.
that, I think
It's
that
still
they
not
play
looking good.
tomorrow. I think they play tomorrow, and I might tune in just to see that shitter battle. I might tune in. The Browns play
Wait,
tomorrow. D Watt
yeah.
playing, but I might be there. Well, I will be there, but I might watch the Bucks game.
Fair. Dibo, who was your
Who's your 15,
15?
Dibo?
Who's my 15? Mike Evans.
Well done.
Wonderful. Hashtag ball nowhere. Fuck with that,
Well
Debo.
done. Well done.
All
He
right,
was
all
a
right.
hell of
So,
ball
so
nowhere.
quick recap. Matt, list your receivers from 20 to 15.
D Hop, DJ Moore, Mike Evans, Debo Samuel, and Chris Olave.
Okay, then Danny.
Mine is Ayuk, Debo Samuel, Calvin Ridley, DJ Moore, T. Higgins, Mike Evans.
Okay, and then mine are Mike Williams, Debo, Metcalf, Ayuk, and DJ Moore.
Exquisite.
Solid. Okay. Then I'll get us started with 14. 14, I have Jalen Waddle.
Whoa.
14, I have Jalen Waddle.
That's
At
really low.
14?
That's
Yeah.
really low.
How
I
at
know it seems low, but
14?
this list is like, there's a lot of good wide receivers on
That's
this.
really low.
Jalen Waddle at 14?
That's really
Most
low.
people say he's top 10.
He's
He's a
in my
top 10
top 10.
lock.
He's in my top 10. He's a lock for top 10. That's
He's in
really
my
low.
top 10
He was
too.
not in my top 10. My top 10
That's
was
a consensus for Jalen Waddle.
That's
Why don't you
really
think
low.
he's not top 10? I want your explanation. Why is he not top 10?
because a lot of the guys that I have here are doing it as wide receiver ones, and he's getting it as a wide receiver two with where his wide receiver one is Tyreek Hill. So there's a lot of space for him. There's a lot of single coverage for him, whereas these guys are getting double looks and a lot of them, not a lot of them, but some of them have much worse quarterback play.
Didn't that man have elite wide receiver one production his rookie year?
Yeah, his rookie year broke the receptions record for a rookie in an offense that was ran by Brian fucking Flores and Tua when he was ass.
Hey, Brian Flores is a good coach. I don't want that disrespect.
Shut up.
That
Brian
offense was
Flores-
that offense was
The
bad.
offense was so bad.
It was horrible. It was just Tua prayer balls to Waddle every week.
It was bad. And he broke the receptions record as a rookie in the
Yeah.
AFC East, which, if you know, is not an easy division to be a wide receiver in.
No.
Well, no, it's not. It's not because
It never has been and
twice a
never
year
will be.
and Tre'Davious White twice a year.
Yeah, it never has been. It never has been, and it never will be. It never will be. Sauce got that division locked up for many years to come.
Hey, look out for Christian Gonzalez too.
Real ball knower. I told y'all about Christian Gonzalez pre-draft. I fucking told y'all about Christian Gonzalez, man. I know what I'm doing. I know what I'm doing. That dude's nice.
Yeah, like that man's a goon, and putting a guy like him in Bill Belichick's scheme. You know how Bill Belichick's corners play. J.C. Jackson, Jonathan Jones, come on, Gilmore, bro. The track
best
record
Colombian
speaks for
athlete
itself.
of all time. Vamos Colombia. Shout out Andrew.
Shout out Andrew.
Vamos Colombia. Vamos Colombia. Shout out
God,
to
do they have
to
some
y'all.
great exports. Coffee, soccer players, women. They have some great exports, man.
Yeah, salute to the women, especially.
Yeah, I think that's my favorite export.
Okay, yeah, we gotta move on.
Let's,
We gotta move on.
we're
We
steering
gotta
away
move
from the
on.
topic now. Let's get back.
Yeah,
Let's get back on
we
track.
got
Yeah,
confused.
Danny, who's your 14?
My 14 is Decarius Metcalf.
Okay.
I think that's how you say his real name. I think, but it's DK. Is my 14.
Yeah.
Can't run a route for shit, but damn, is he a good football player.
Mhm.
Probably can't read either, but damn, can that boy play football.
Hey, come on, bro, come on.
He went to Ole Miss and
He's got to get a better diet, though.
He went to Ole Miss and he's from Mississippi, Dibo. It's 50-50 if he can read or not.
It's so fucked.
It's 50-50, bro.
It's so fucked. That's fucked. That's crazy.
All right.
Okay.
Dibo, who's your 14?
Okay, my 14, T. Higgins. That's my 14.
Okay. So we all got T. Higgins in the same range. So that's pretty good.
About.
He's a consensus 16 through 14.
When he gets traded from the Bengals because they won't pay him, he'll be in that top 10.
All right. My 13 is a guy that's already been named by both of you, DK Metcalf. DK Metcalf, but very good season. Obviously, has been able to do it with multiple quarterbacks. And did it in the playoffs this year too. So shout out DK.
Shout out DK.
I mean, he had a great debut rookie game too as well against the Eagles in 2020.
Oh, yep.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, he balled out that game.
When they sealed the game with like a 40-yard pass to DK Metcalf.
Yeah, it was a moon ball right by Russ to call game. So
yeah.
Did Marshawn Lynch play in that game?
Yeah, and the Eagles quarterback was Josh McCown. It was a weird one.
Jesus Christ. All right,
what
what number are we on now?
13.
My 13 is Terry McLaurin.
See, that's where it's different. Terry McLaurin was in my top 10.
So you put wait. So you put Terry McLaurin in your top 10, but not Jalen Waddle?
Correct. Right. I got no shame in that.
That's so whack.
Talent-wise,
Danny, this man can't evaluate wide receivers. That's crazy.
He don't know ball, sadly.
He don't know the position.
Unfortunate.
You don't know the position.
It's unfortunate, man.
Oh God.
No, Terry showed me enough to be top 10.
I don't know about all that.
I mean, okay. Like, I don't disagree with McLaurin being a top 10 receiver, but putting him over Waddle?
I disagree with that. I disagree with that.
McLaurin not being a top 10 receiver?
Him being ahead of Waddle is what I disagree with. If you have him in your top 10, it's fine. I realize some people really value what he does without a good quarterback, but to have him ahead of Jalen Waddle to me is absurd.
Yeah. But shout out McLaurin though. He's completely QB proof. I mean, who was his best QB during this entire time with the Commanders, Redskins, and football team? Yeah, Heineke, Fitzpatrick. Wait, who was he? Wait, no, Fitzpatrick was for only one game. My fault. I'm tripping. He only played one game. Carson Wentz, maybe. I think it's I think it was your mic.
Hello? Are we good now? Hello?
Yeah, it might be you.
It's definitely you. No, now you're good.
Try to blame it on me.
I think you're good.
Dibo, talk.
Speak. Hello?
Hello?
Yeah, you're chill.
Hello?
All right. Should be good now, I hope.
All right. Dibo, who's your 13?
Devonta Smith.
Okay, nice. Because I have him in my 12. Low spoiler. So you want to talk about him or no?
Hey man, I've always been a fan of Devonta Smith since his Alabama days. This man Danny right here, he's been a complete hater. I don't know why. They talking about his weight, him being too skinny, but he one of the best route runners in the league already in his second year. We've seen what he can do as a number one option with the number two alongside AJ Brown. They're arguably the best wide receiver duo in the entire league, top 3 at worst. So Devonta Smith is perfect here.
Yeah,
I'm not gonna lie, y'all.
You left him off the list?
I forgot he existed. So yeah, I left him off the list.
Like I said, complete hater.
Complete hater. That's his come up for forgotten.
No, and it's not because he's ass. He's definitely a top 20
Damn,
player.
you don't know ball. You don't know
He-
ball.
he's
Keeping
top
Devontae
20.
Smith off the
He's
top
top
20
20.
list.
He's top 20. I just forgot he existed. My fault. My fault, Devonta Smith.
Who's your fault? Who's your 12, Danny?
My 12 is Amari Cooper.
No, he didn't even make my list.
What the fuck?
No, there's no way.
He really didn't make your
You
list?
have Amari Cooper borderline top 10?
Yeah.
No. It's long been past that time for Amari.
He really didn't make your list?
He didn't make my list.
Jesus
He's not better than
Christ.
Brandon Ayuk?
That's bad.
He's not even better than Ayuk?
That's bad.
Did he make
He's
your
not
list,
better than-
Dibo?
He did make my list. And by the way, along with Danny, I did forget that Amari Cooper existed.
Yeah. So shit happens, you know. I mean,
It's
shit
just a
happens.
given.
So you technically
So,
didn't make your list.
okay. I did make my list. So I made a secondary list of like all of our lists here. So I'm just gonna share it real quick. And so this is it so far.
Cool.
Oh, Higgins. Higgins is who you're missing for me. Under Olave.
Right here. Okay, so what we're gonna do is we're gonna remove Mike Williams here. He's on the borderline anyway, so I don't really care. And then we're gonna add every single receiver after him, like one spot, move him up once, move him down one spot. So I messed up.
So Cooper's 20, Dibo?
No, he's not 20. So I'm gonna put Dibo at 20, then move everybody down one.
Oh, so he's 13.
Well, I don't want to give up this surprise.
Okay.
There's a surprise, everyone.
Yeah, it's at a later time.
But no,
surprise.
Amari Cooper did not make my list. I've been off the Amari Cooper.
How? He's easily one of the best route runners in the league.
Easily
and
top
he
3.
got 1,000. He got 1,000 yards with Jacoby Brissett as his QB last year.
I don't know. He's just been so to me. Like I understand talent wise, yes, but like production wise on the field, I've been disappointed with him.
How did he?
When he's healthy, he's a guaranteed 1K receiver every year.
When did he disappoint with production?
I mean, I guess with the Raiders, when he had draw problems, but at the same time, like it's the Raiders. So.
Cowboys more.
I think
he was borderline top 10 with the Cowboys.
That was when he was at his best.
Not the last year. I thought CD Lamb being the wide receiver 1 was long overdue.
I wouldn't say it was long overdue. I'd say that it should have happened maybe in the middle of Cooper's last season, but it's not like Cooper was some type of scrub.
No, he was still a very capable receiver.
I am happy that you have CD above Cooper. I assume you have CD
sure.
above.
Yeah, that's a given.
That's a given. At this point, yes, but to say that Amari Cooper is not better than Brandon Ayuk or DJ Moore or who else did you have on your list, Matt? Let's see this bullshit. Or DeAndre Hopkins or Chris Olave or DK
I can't lie.
Metcalf.
He was on the short list, but I didn't put him on. I can live with having Cooper off my list.
I can't.
All right, so I'm gonna name like other wide receivers that could possibly be better than Amari Cooper. Mike Williams.
No,
Mike Williams is not better than him.
Okay, Tyler Lockett.
No.
Marquise Brown.
No.
You're getting worse with your names.
Oh, okay, then why is he not top 20?
Because Hopkins is top 20 for me.
Ugh.
Nah.
Hopkins is top 20. Hopkins was good when he came back last year.
For 2 games. For 2 games, he was good.
No, but more than that, he also didn't have his quarterback too, for like a stretch.
Old D-Hop would have gotten it done.
Wait, so D-Hop's like what, 30, 31? When he was never a great separator to begin with. He was never a great no. He's always been a possession receiver, like a bit of a deep threat, but when it comes to actual yards after the catch type of guy, he's not been that type of receiver.
Sure, but he was top 3 being the archetype that he is. So like that has no effect to me. Like if you can ball with your archetype, why does that matter? He was top 3. He could arguably be top 1 with how he was with Deshaun in Texas. in Houston.
How many years was that?
It was like 3 years.
3 years, 3
Exactly.
years.
Come on now.
So
Come on now.
was Amari Cooper ever top 5? Was Amari Cooper ever top 5?
Borderline.
Top 5
yes.
way.
He borderline.
He was borderline.
Top 5. Top 5
He
and
was
what?
like
Top 5
10. I
general.
wouldn't say top 5.
Top 5 and what? No, Matt. Top 5 and what?
Wide receiver.
Top 5 wide receiver.
Yeah, Amari Cooper. He was never.
You could make a claim about that.
Huh?
You can make a claim. You
I
can make a
would not.
claim.
I personally would not.
Ever since he stepped into the NFL, he's been a top 5 route runner, for sure.
Sure.
Like with Amari Cooper, he's guaranteed to give you 1,000 yards every year when he's healthy.
Yeah.
I'm telling you. All right. So where are we at right now? We're at 1, 2, 20, 19, 18, 17, 16, 54. So we're at 13.
All right.
We're waiting on your 13, Dibo.
Oh, we're waiting on year 14, I think, right? Is it 14 or 13?
No, I gave DK. DK was my 13.
Yeah, okay.
All right, so 13.
Oh, wait, no. You gave your 13. Your 13 was Devonta Smith.
Was it my 13?
No.
Smith is not my 14.
Oh, okay.
Oh, who's your 13 then?
So my 13 is Garrett Wilson from the New York Jets.
I was teetering with him and Cooper. Spoiler alert, Garrett Wilson's my 12.
So you didn't have Cooper Kupp in your top 10? Is that a little spoiler?
What?
What the hell is that?
Him and Cooper. I was mixing up Cooper Kupp and Amari Cooper. My 12, I already said it. I had Devonta Smith.
All right. And Dibo, who's your 12?
Amari Cooper.
All right. I do think that Garrett Wilson will be pushed in that top 5 spot this year.
You said you had Garrett Wilson at your 12?
He's at my 12, yeah.
Okay.
I think
he's at my 11. So same range.
But he's a dog, bro. Easily already a route runner in the NFL.
Wait, say that again. Say that about Garrett Wilson.
Easily, he's already, after his rookie season, a top 5 route runner in the NFL. I'd say so.
Okay. I mean, he had 1K yards, over 1K with the worst QB play in the league by far. So the sky's the limit for that man.
So give him the perk addict. I mean,
no, we can't be saying this stuff. Stop talking about Aaron Rodgers like that, bro. Please.
What's wrong?
No, the man, bro. It's not, bro.
The perk head, the LSD addict, the darkness boy, the fraud.
Okay, yeah, but continue.
Oh no, that's really about it. That's really why he made my list so high, is because he's a great route runner, and he produced with such shitty QB play.
Yeah, sounds about right.
Very true. I mean, yeah. Like Danny said, I have very, high praise for Garrett Wilson. Easily one of the best route runners in the league by far, and he's actually a dark horse in my opinion for offensive player of the year this season too as well. If the Jets offense takes off with A-Rod, because when you look at the Jets receiving core, it's not good.
Yeah,
it's still not good, to be honest.
It's not a good core. I don't know why they were trading away players when they obviously needed to keep them and grow their wide receiver room.
Yeah, they traded Denzel Ward's arch enemy away. Denzel Ward's owner, excuse me.
He's been frying them in practice. I can't lie. So, speaking of the Browns, and speaking of Garrett Wilson, before we traded our pick for Deshaun, I was praying and hoping we drafted Garrett Wilson. So I've always been on that train. I've always known ball.
Well done. That's why we had.
Right. But like I said before, the Jets wide receiver core is not good. Like Randall Cobb, Alan Lazard, Mecole Hardman, they still got Corey Davis.
Nah, he's getting cut.
Yeah, okay, yeah, but still, he's still on the roster technically. So, there's not really a single wide receiver on this roster that can hang with Garrett Wilson as a contemporary piece. So when you think about that, I feel like this year with A-Rod and Garrett Wilson in this Jets offense, it could potentially be like a 2019, 2020 type of offense with A-Rod and Devontae Adams. It's just a two-man game, just
That pick and
boom,
roll,
boom,
boy.
boom. Yeah, the pick and roll easily, like 8, 9 to even 10 receptions every game because that's the main guy. That's the wide receiver who can consistently separate, consistently make big plays in the offense on the outside. So I think that Garrett Wilson is due for an absolutely monster season.
Yeah.
Nice. I agree with everything you said. I do see the similarities between him and Devontae. Excuse me.
Alrighty. Now let's move on to 11, which would be our
11.
borderline top 10 guy.
I already said I had Garrett Wilson at my 11.
All right. At my 11, it's Terry McLaurin.
Okay.
I agree with Danny on this one as well. I have McLaurin at 11 too.
Okay.
Baller. Real. Ball no way.
Nice. I have McLaurin making my top 10 at 10. So
Fair.
similar.
It's fair. We're not too far off, but having him ahead of Jalen Waddle really pissed me off.
It's just
I really can't. I really don't understand why you put Waddle below McLaurin here.
Hey, new poll on Lunchroom Debates coming soon. Jalen Waddle or Terry McLaurin. Yeah, we'll hear what the
people stand with Matt.
The people stand with Danny. I obviously have the most stands over at Lunchroom Debate.
No, you don't.
Don't even see him in the caption. Don't even see him in the bio.
Stupid. Most people think you guys are stupid after that Dame take, after that Dame Drexler take, bro. You know that real got like 40K views on Instagram, right?
Yeah.
And the majority of those comments were just like
only old
people saying
Instagram
you guys. Bro, I'm just saying like,
bruh. Has there been a single person who's been on Lunchroom Debates who's like consistently has been on Lunchroom Debates who we've made reels for who hasn't been clowned in the comment section?
No.
Exactly. People gonna talk regardless.
Regardless.
Greatness doesn't stop though.
Greatness don't stop. That is true. That is true. Okay.
So I guess
Danny,
now we can
your 10?
My top 10, my 10th guy is Jalen Waddle.
Okay. I'm interested to see where you have one of these guys in my top 10. I assume we all have him in the top 10. But I'm interested to see where he is. Yes.
All
right. And then for me, at 10 on my list is Amon-Ra St. Brown.
Okay, that was the guy I was talking about. But
okay. I had him at 9. He's my 9.
Okay. He's my 8. Spoiler. I'll just give it. He's my 8. My 9 instead was CD Lamb, and I was going to like back and forth between them, but I had to put Amon-Ra ahead. I just feel like Amon-Ra in that wide receiver 1 role has shown me more than CD Lamb has in that wide receiver 1 role.
I don't think so. I don't think so.
Last year he had a better year, I would say.
Amon-Ra had a better year than CD Lamb last year?
I think so, personally.
No, CD was doing much more with worse QB play.
Ooh.
Clearly, Jared Goff was the better QB than that.
I would say similar. I would say.
How is it similar? Dak was arguably a top. Bro, Dak was a top 10, even top 5 bad QB that last year.
Was Jared Goff better than Cooper Rush? Because he played with Cooper Rush for the first 6-7 weeks.
4 games.
4 games. Ooh, that's still a lot.
No, I think he was 3-1 because he lost to the Eagles.
It's still a lot of games to play.
Yeah, but Amon-Ra, you want to talk about route running? I mean, Amon-Ra is special when it comes to that.
Isn't CD a better route runner?
CD's the better route runner. I think CD's
better route running than Amon-Ra.
Nah, you're asleep on Amon-Ra.
Amon-Ra has him beat in yards after catch, but I think CD's the better route runner. I think CD has the better hands, and I think he's the better deep threat.
Deep threat for sure. I won't even argue on that.
You can do a lot more with
hands is arguable.
You can do a lot more with Amon-Ra. He's way more versatile.
being as an X receiver, being in the slot, even them experimenting with him being as a running back.
That's what I
But
meant. I think because CD excels in the slot more than he does outside.
yeah, for sure.
But I wouldn't say that Amon-Ra is a great X either. I think that he's more used as a slot too.
All I know is I'm taking Almon-Ra ahead of CD, so I got CD at 9.
And look, it's not like it's a completely like, oh my God, I can't believe it. Because for me, CD is just right above. Oh no, never mind. I almost spoiled mine. I lied. Move on, please.
So who's your 9, Danny?
My 9 is St. Brown.
Okay. Oh yeah. Okay. And then Dibo, who's your 9?
Jalen Waddle.
Okay.
Fair. It's fair. Matthew,
Okay.
your 8.
My 8, Amon-Ra.
Okay. My 8 is AJ Brown.
Really? Okay. Okay.
Yep.
Interesting. Why so low, if you don't mind me asking?
For me personally, I think that the talent is there, but I think that maybe it's the way that the Eagles' offense is set up, but it was just a little too up and down. Not like that he was so high and so low. It's just in terms of he wasn't as consistent as he was in Tennessee this season. Mainly, I don't know, maybe because I remember having him in fantasy and he was up and down. But I don't judge it off of fantasy football, I promise. I just think that he was just a little too inconsistent for me, but the talent level is there, obviously. And I think that it could be because of the Eagles' offense, how they're a run-first offense.
Mm-hmm.
So
I mean, they were blowing a lot of teams out last year too. So
yeah, also
I had
that
to-
like by halftime, most of their games were over.
But because I assume you have CD above AJ
And then
Brown.
and then I have CD. I have CD at 7. Yeah.
Okay.
This is a debate, apparently, a really big debate in the NFC East, like between Cowboy and Eagles fans. It's like a really big deal. So I side with the Cowboy fans on this one. I'm gonna go CD is better than AJ Brown.
I think AJ is a lot better than CD.
I wouldn't say
I'm going to have to go with AJ Brown being better than CD Lamb.
I wouldn't say a lot better. You guys are tweaking with all that.
So who's your 8?
I didn't say a lot. Matt said a lot.
I said a lot in
His
the
words with
rankings.
mine.
I said a lot like ranking wise.
They're
who's
not
your 8,
close.
Dibo?
CD.
Okay, nice. So we really were arguing about CD and Amon-Ra for basically them to be switched in most of our lists, or like interchangeable in most of our lists. All right,
We got to get a real.
7. I got Cooper Kupp. Cooper Kupp at 7.
Danny, and you said I was a Cooper Kupp hater.
Wow, that low?
That low.
And you said I was a Cooper Kupp hater.
Explain,
Matt, why Cooper Kupp's a top 7 receiver. And keep in mind to the audience, this for new viewers. This man, Matt, he's a Rams fan. He's been a Rams fan for years. So hey, we're gonna have him explain here.
Yeah,
this is
the problem with like sports talk is that you'll say one player is low, and it automatically is assuming that like people will think that they're automatically saying he's bad. In no way am I saying that. Cooper Kupp is a top 7 receiver. I actually wanted to put him at 6, but I just couldn't just because of what I've seen like recency wise. But the dude is still a top 7 receiver. He's still the wide receiver 1 on his team. There's no hate. It's all love. It's just one. It's the health wise, and I do think that the health is more of a concern because it started last year in training camp, and then he got hurt. Obviously in the season, and then this year he's kind of been missing quite a bit of training camp. So hopefully it's nothing to worry about. But he has to be in my 7. Just because the other guys are better than me ahead of him. No other reason. It's not the juicy or sexy answer, but that's just what it is. It's no hate.
Ratio casual El Bozo.
El Bozo.
Fake fan.
Bro probably got
job.
Probably got Sky. Hey, no. I do like Sky Moore, but
why?
What is that, bro?
No, the rookie's gonna be better than the Sky Moore.
What? Who?
Rashee Rice?
Mm-hmm.
Bro, but all I'm saying is that a wide receiver core of Justin Ross, Sky Moore, and Rashee Rice.
Damn,
I'll beat no matter what.
What about Young
Kadarius Toney?
Young
And
Joker.
Kadarius 22.
I
And
love
Kadarius
watching those
22.
videos of him getting pissed in people's DMs. Stop telling him to call me that fuck nigga. I love seeing that shit, bro. It's so funny.
All right.
Yeah. But
Danny,
no,
who's
but as I was saying,
Oh, my bad.
that core of wide receivers, bro. Hey, I'll beat him no matter what. I'll beat him no matter what.
Oh, he said Mbappe to that receiver core.
Mbappe
I'll
is
beat him
crazy.
no matter what. We're gonna have some fun this season for sure.
We're gonna have some fun.
Justin Ross will be a top 5 wide receiver by the end of this season.
Let's go.
I guarantee
Let's
it.
go.
I guarantee
Let's go.
it.
Let's get ignorant. Let's get ignorant. Let's do it. Let's get
Sure.
ignorant. Let's
Bro,
get ignorant.
that one training camp catch told me everything about him.
Let's get
Everything.
ignorant. Let's go. Preseason darling Marquez Callaway of this season. Let's go. Let's get ignorant.
Danny, who's your 7?
CD.
CD.
Yeah.
Okay. Fair enough.
Yeah.
Then Dibo, you're 7?
AJ Brown.
Okay. So I have AJ quite higher than both of you. Ish.
Ish.
My number 6, this is the dude that I was going really back and forth between him and Cooper Kupp. But my 6 is Stephon Diggs.
My 6 is Odell Beckham Jr.
And for real, who is your 6?
My 6 is Stephon Diggs as well.
Nicely done.
Damn. I think this is the first time we've ever had.
Oh, clean sweep.
You've ever had like a clean sweep.
Oh, and it had to be the number 6. Hey man, Jesus rebuke us all, man.
Hey man, hey, we are under the Illuminati. It's official. Yeah, hey man.
Y'all
We sold their
soul
souls
for 15 views on this podcast, man. I can't believe it.
Hey, 21.
21.
21.
Thank you.
21 views. Hey, we signed the same deal as like Doja Cat for sure. So we're with them peoples. We're with them peoples. At the end of the day.
My number 5, let's get into the top 5 now, is that Eagles man, AJ Brown.
Okay.
He made the top 5. Super Bowl TD did a lot for me.
Bro, he fried the shit out of the Chiefs. Oh my god, this shit was nasty. He fried the fuck out of them, bro.
Oh, I'm hella
I was
done
so-
with Chiefs
I was-
talk if we're talking about it.
I was
I was so pissed when that shit happened. I was like,
I was so hyped, bro.
Yeah. Divo, I remember because it looked like he could have got the interception for a sec.
Didn't he fall or something? Or did he
it
just,
was like
jump the wrong
McDuffie
way?
and Thornhill. They were double covering that man Brown, and then the ball by Jalen Hurts was so perfectly placed.
Yeah.
Where he just put it right in the breadbasket. And AJ Brown, he just came down with a great throwing catch, unfortunately. But the fortunate part was that we still won that Super Bowl, so I don't really care at the end of the day.
Rigged, didn't hold, whatever.
Fact.
That was a clear hold, so it don't matter.
Who's your 5, Danny?
My 5 is Odell Beckham Jr.
Stop saying that. What year is it?
I know who his 5 is. I know who your 5 is.
My 5 is Jamar Chase.
Okay. He's short. He's coming on my list.
And that's too low. That's too low for
It
Jamar
ain't
Chase.
too low, bro. It's not. No. It's not. It's not too low for Chase.
Chase is on the case?
I hated when Romo said that. I actually just hate Tony Romo. I just want to say that. I just wanted to say that. I just hate
Well,
Tony.
why you hate Tony Romo,
The
man?
dick eating is just insane, bro. I just fucking hate it. Bro, when I was watching the Bills and Dolphins playoff game, I had to text it in the chat. I was like, did he just call Josh Allen Mr. January? What the fuck is he talking about? It just pissed me off, bro. I hate him. He don't even be talking about football. He just be talking dick.
Yeah, that's
my favorite.
I think my worst moment with Tony Romo was ironic. It was a moment with like when we played. Obviously, it was the Bills Chiefs game in the divisional round, and the pass that Mahomes made to Tyreek, and throughout that whole entire recap of the whole play, he was like, "Oh, only Mahomes." You know, the magic of Mahomes during that play.
When Tyreek took it like 60 yards to the crib.
Oh, this man Tyreek, yeah, he took a slant to the crib.
He's like, "Oh, look at Mahomes." Well, that
Took a wide
Collinsworth
open slant
moment
to the
too.
crib.
That Collinsworth moment was pretty bad as well.
Nah,
That was a heck of a play by Mahomes right there.
Oh, in the Jacksonville game?
That was
That
bad.
was dick eating. That was
That was
pure
dick
dick
eating.
eating. Collinsworth gets away with it because he's old and he's an OG.
Yeah, he is.
Romo, you're
And he brings the rankings every time he's on TV.
exactly.
People
Romo,
don't
you're
do
a
this, bro.
cowboy
Romo does
and
the
your
same
name
thing
is
as well.
Romo's a cowboy and his last name is too close to homo, so that's why he doesn't get any breaks.
Damn.
Dibo, who's your 5?
My 5, Cooper Cup is my 5.
It's fair.
Good spot.
Fair.
No complaints. My number 4 is Jamar Chase.
My number 4 is Cooper Cup.
And my number 4 is Jamar Chase as well.
Booper.
I think we're gonna have the same top 3. Maybe.
If you guys have Odell and Sammy Watkins in yours, then yes.
Only if you have Kenny Golladay at 1.
That's exactly who I had at 1.
I actually got Allen Hurns in my top 3.
Allen Hurns.
That's a good one.
Wow.
That's a good one.
Yeah.
But my number 3 is Devontae Adams. I felt low putting him at 3, but I had to.
My number three is also Devontae Adams.
Yeah, the other 2 are just better at this point.
Yeah.
No hate against Devontae.
I agree.
I'm gonna be different. I'm gonna put Justin Jefferson.
Whoa.
Interesting. Now who
are you
doesn't know ball,
are you
Danny?
still complaining about that slot bullshit, you fucking bitch? Are you still doing that?
He complaining about the touchdowns.
He produces in the slot because he's not a real man and he can't play on the outside. You sound like a bitch. Production's production, Dibo.
Real.
Is a yard on the inside the same as a yard on the outside?
As far as I know.
Technically, yes. Yeah.
All yards are made the same, correct? They're just like people. Dibo, a yard is a yard. All yards are equal, just like people.
Okay.
All
Well
kinds of
said.
people.
Well said.
Like all and every single type of human being.
Nice.
Yeah, but okay, you say that, but when Justin Jefferson compared to the other 2, when he lines up against more physical corners, more man press type of corners, the success isn't really there with the release and with on the win rate and with other aspects of that in that nature. And so that's why I have both Tyreek and
Patton.
Devontae Adams ahead of Justin Jefferson, which is completely fine.
Just chatting, yo. Just a D1 chatterbox, bro. Just ugh.
Hey, pull up that tape. Week 2 Monday Night Football, Darius Slay versus Jettis. Look at that
Pull up
tape.
them comments whenever you make an Instagram reel. They're always saying the black one makes me mad. Or is that just my comments?
Probably a mix of both. So what are we on now? Top 2?
Yeah, we're in the top 2.
My 2 is Tyreek Hill.
My 2 is also Tyreek Hill.
Wow, Danny. We killed it at the top.
Because,
my 2 is also Tyreek.
Nice. And then at 1, I have Justin Jefferson.
At 1, I have Mecole Hardman.
Can't believe I left him off my list.
Dibo.
Looking back
Yeah,
at
me
it.
too.
Dibo,
Me
number
too.
1.
Chiefs legend. But with that being said, I have Devontae Adams as my number 1 wide receiver.
Yeah, no, he's just not better than Jefferson. I'm sorry.
He is better than Jefferson.
Not anymore.
How not anymore?
Because Jefferson went to a whole new level this year. It was insane what this dude was doing.
Okay, and ain't Devontae Adams been a number 1, the number 1 best wide receiver in the league for the past 3 years now? And he still was at an all-pro level this year with Derek Carr being statistically one of the worst quarterbacks in the league by far.
Yeah, which is why he's 3rd on the list. But the other 2 dudes led the league in receiving.
Exactly.
Tyreek was 2nd in receiving yards by 50 to Justin Jefferson, and he had Skylar Thompson and Teddy Bridgewater for a large part of the season.
Watch the tape on Justin Jefferson. Just watch the tape, Dibo.
And I watched the tape. And I watched the tape.
Football was nice with him on my team.
Yeah, and I saw the tape with him in against pressman corners, and during like I said against Slay in the Monday night game, and especially in the playoff game versus the Giants.
in week 2?
No, that
It was the
wasn't
same thing
because
versus the
that
Giants.
wasn't because of a press game. That wasn't because of a press scheme. That was because they completely bracketed him out of the game plan. Their whole game plan was do not let number 18 get the ball. As soon as he gets the ball, it's game breaking. That was their whole game plan, and they won that shit.
I'm pretty sure
Go look at every single play. I guarantee you, Justin Jefferson has at least 2 people with him, 2 people that their sole purpose is him.
I'm pretty sure the Giants are one of the one of the teams that run press man the most. But okay, throw it out the way. But again, Jair Alexander, another corner who loves to be physical, who loves to press during man coverage. And what happened during that second game against the Packers?
Why do you only talk about the second game? Why do we only talk about the second game? Why don't we bring up the first game?
Bro, second in the list.
Dibo, he's such a real journalist, man. You only got to bring up what fits your criteria. Shout out Big Perk. Shout out Big Perk, man. You got to bring up what fits your narrative and your narrative only. Dibo forgot that they played 2 games in a division or something? Or did you just choose to forget it?
I didn't forget that.
Or did you just choose to forget it? Or did you choose not to bring it up because if you don't say it, it didn't happen?
Well, man, all right.
Man.
Hold on. Dibo, I got some stats here.
See that's just the untrained eye, you know. Just going off basic counting stats.
Coach Spo, man. Oh.
That's the untrained eye. That's Matt's whole argument this whole time. Just going off counting stats.
Hold up. Jay Jettas has had some bad games, right? This season, right? As everybody does. He never had a game where he had 3 receiving yards. Vontae Adams did.
Which game? Can you put up?
Is that the Saints game?
It's it is against the Saints. 24-0 loss.
Yeah, I blame more of that on Derek Carr. You know,
he had 5 targets. He caught 1 of them. Don't forget about that Steelers game either, where he had 15 yards receiving.
15 points. Dibo, why didn't you bring up the Saints game that Justin Jefferson had? Do you remember that shit when he put his whole dick in Marshawn Lattimore's mouth?
Hey, yo.
You don't remember that shit? You just let it hang. Or what he did to Stephon Gilmore? But you don't bring up those 2 corners because Jefferson had good games against them. Let's only bring up when he had bad games against guys like Darius Slay, first-team All-Pro, and Jair Alexander, second-team All-Pro.
I mean, he didn't have that great of a game against Sauce Gardner too and DJ Reed.
He fried them.
No, he didn't.
He fried Reed. He didn't get put on Sauce. Sauce didn't get put on him.
Sauce was getting assigned by Jettas. They were matching up with each other at parts of the game. I don't know why Danny's lying. I can say the same thing about you, Danny. With your argument here.
What?
About you trying to switch up things to like cherry pick certain games for your narrative.
I don't do that. I don't lie.
We all do it.
I've never done that in my life. I've never brought up a fake stat in my life.
I love doing it too. It's called
okay. That is true, but okay, let's just go by each category for like what makes a receiver great. Let's compare the 2 with Jettas and Davante Adams. Let's go with that.
Okay, let's do it.
So, deep threat, who's better?
Jefferson.
Yeah. Deep threat, yeah.
Adams.
Like, if you're just gonna fucking lie, let's not do this.
How am I lying?
Like, what's the point, bro?
Okay. Hands.
Adams.
Yards after the catch.
Jefferson.
I'm gonna go with Jettas as well. Separation.
Adams. Still, for my money, the best route runner in the NFL.
Yeah, he is. Well, yeah, I thought, yeah, you can, yeah, route runner as well for me.
See, you know, for the categories I said, for the most part, y'all said Davante Adams.
That's not that goes into it. Jefferson. Who can do the better gritty? Who has the better grill? Who has the better chains? Who looks better? That's the type of stuff that matters, man.
He's not going to see this. I hope you know that.
He will. Cam Thomas saw that one. Cam
Money
Thomas saw
Bates
one of
liked
them.
another.
Imani Bates saw another. I mean, like, what's stopping Jefferson from seeing this?